my God. Hi, whoever that is. I have no idea how live works. Oh my God. Hi. Oh, okay, I can see chats now. I just wanted to test live before I did the whole like polarization talk or whatever. Hi. Because I really had at midnight yesterday, I was really gonna like go live and just talk about everything, but I was so tired. I don't know that I have much time, but I've been observing all of this stuff that's sort of been going on. I mean, like I always am, but like specifically with like Edie Twitter and like the underground community, I was like so confused. And I wanted to talk about like polarization on social media or whatever. Hi, Azu. How are you guys? Yeah, there is a lot happening. I just find it like, I think it's a really important conversation to have with social media. Like everything is like really instantaneous and it's very, and it's very binary. Like you're either right or you're wrong and everyone wants to be right. And people just end up taking these like really big and complex like situations and they end up like condensing it into right or wrong, like right or left, and then just people get hurt in that because there's so much like that's being missed. And it really just bothers me, especially when you're talking about things like how disorders and manifestation overlap. I just think that it's a conversation that a lot of people need to be having, but no one really has them. Hi. I don't know if that made any sense, but a lot of people have sent me like questions about like manifestation and stuff, and oh, thank you. And lives are a good place to ask questions because I do tend to ramble, and I think it's easier for me to talk about it. Yeah, I think it's easier to have those kinds of conversations where like on other platforms it's sort of like you post something and you like it or you dislike it and you sort of move on. With YouTube it's not super instant, and I think with the subliminal community, sorry, that's my bird in the back, if you can if you can hear. With the subliminal community, it's a kind of like a unique challenge because people have so many different views on the same thing, right? On this one topic, and it's sort of like an ambiguous topic because not a lot of people have done the research and they don't really understand the context or how manifestation works. And then they end up using like weird terms like karma that they don't really understand because, you know, they haven't researched it, because everything like people want things in a more digestible way. So when you talk about manifestations, they're like, oh yeah, you listen to Subliminal and this is what it gives me. But there's a lot of stuff that's happening in between that people don't really understand. So that's why they think that, like, if you manifest something, you're going to get karma for it or whatever, which isn't really true. And I'll talk about that later too. 10 watching. Yeah, that's true. I don't think there's a place that people can really talk about these things because sorry, I'm just reading the chat. I don't think there's a place that people can really talk about these things because the people who have a platform are afraid of being deplatformed, and everyone else is sort of wanting to be right or wanting to just have some sort of effect or influence, so they just say whatever they think is right. And a lot of times that can become very explosive, especially when especially like people of color who are submakers, especially like black submakers, and they'll do one thing, one slip up, and everyone wants to be right. So they just say what they think is right and like harass these makers until they leave. And a lot of times there's just heavy racism. That's disappointing to see. I told my cousin about subs and manifestation, and he isn't too patient about it. I've tried manifestation, it works well. Yeah, it's hard to be patient with manifestation initially, in my opinion, because we're very used to just seeing a cause and effect, and it's kind of, you have to switch your point of view to not give importance to the 3D world. Even though it's really real and it's what you're experiencing, it's hard to sort of like switch your mind and be like, okay, this is temporary and this is malleable, because it's very real and physical to us. So I'd be patient with him. Are you a perfectionist? Yeah. How did you know? Wait, why did you ask that? I mean, I do think like incorporating people's like different beliefs and like respecting other people's beliefs is are two different things. No, it's okay. I was just wondering if you had like a reason. Eve, oh my god. They consider anything challenging their beliefs or, well, that's another thing like about that whole binary thing.